tastes like, or smells like rotten human flesh. Welcome to our YouTube channel, The Teasearchers. I'm Serena.
And I'm Shaakya.
We're PhD researchers in Ireland.
Together, we'll be sipping tea
and spilling the tea
on our Asian heritage, culture, food,
life as a researcher, life in Ireland, and much more.
So grab a drink and a snack
and join us in the Teasearch Lab. Hi
guys. Welcome back to the Teasearchers.
This week's episode, we're going to be talking about my time in Malaysia, going over and visiting with my family. This is I don't think we've actually talked about this properly to each other beforehand.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
This will be exciting. I go to especially
reminisces. Also, I'm eating Indomie. I already started eating it, but they are a very famous instant noodle brand in Southeast Asia and also Australia. Nowadays, generally worldwide. But they're associated with a lot of really nice memories of my time in Indonesia, and they're also pretty much my top 2 favorite instant noodles.
So my dad is from Malaysia, and every few years we go back to Malaysia, particularly Kota Kinabalu or Sandakan, and that's where my family's from. So we go back and visit, and it's so nice. At the time my granddad was still around, so go back see my granddad, and he just spoil us rotten. But Malaysia is such a beautiful and such a peaceful country as well. There's so much nature, there's gorgeous these really pristine beaches, these massive untouched forests with there's so many animal sanctuaries there as well. We usually visit the orangutan sanctuary or else the rehabilitation center, so it's pretty cool, especially if you're a lover of all things furry and
and orangutans.
They're quite sweet. And what was I gonna say? So Malaysians typically speak at least 3 languages, Malay being the official language, English as well, and usually some sort of other Asian language. For my dad, he'd actually speak, I'm trying to think now, 5 languages. So it's Cantonese and Hakka, as well as English and Malay. So the first 3 languages, they're all different dialects of Chinese. So they're very multilingual over there, and even with just speaking with other family members, they switch between English and Cantonese and then Mandarin, and there's also a Malay English where they just kind of use Can you
it's kind of like Singlish.
Yeah, they're very similar. Oh, but there's a massive rivalry between Singapore and Malaysia. The Malays hate this Singaporeans because they think they're a bit uptight and snobby, and then the Singaporeans think that Malay people are so slow and far behind. From what I can gather. Just even how they speak English is really cool. It's really sing-songy. This is from Uncle Roger, who, if you guys don't know him, you should check out his YouTube video, our YouTube channel even. Uncle Roger, he's very, very funny. He basically roasts other people's fried rice, including Jamie Oliver.
First 3 steps all wrong already. I thought you professional chef, you have website and everything. Uncle Roger don't even have website, and Uncle Roger know you fucked up.
So he kind of goes, niece and nephew, why you do this to me? That's how Malaysians would speak English.
Hello, niece and nephew, it's Uncle Roger.
They had little I don't know what they're called, words that would donate the end of a sentence or a question. So I suppose for America, they would just raise the inflection at the end for a question, but for Malays, they would add an extra word like la or ah or wah, all these different words. I suppose it's the same in Cantonese as well. And yeah, so they're very, very multilingual. And I remember going to this island called Manukan, very, very close to, actually probably part of Kota Kinabalu. And we rented out, maybe there were tree houses there, and I could be imagining this, but we rented out maybe a tree house there with all of us, just, like children just sleeping on the floor because there was only so many beds, and obviously the adults took priority. But we used to just like go snorkeling around in the ocean, and there'd be so many like fishes, and they were all so colorful. But the last time I went to Malaysia, well, to Manakan specifically, there weren't any fishes when I was snorkeling, so that really, really sucked bananas.
Why were there no fishes?
I think it was just pollution and just
like overfishing.
Overfishing, too many people visiting the island, or like dumping rubbish into the ocean. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But the one thing I definitely looked forward to when I was visiting Malaysia was the food, because it was just the abundance, the amount of food everywhere.
Yeah.
We just plan our trips around food. We can drive 45 minutes, an hour and a half to like these restaurants, and seafood there was top notch. It was like so fresh and just something else. Hong Kong is kind of close to it, although Hong Kong is definitely a lot more expensive. Malaysia, eat like a queen.
Yeah.
True. The food in Singapore and Malaysia, I feel like could be quite similar in terms of the hawker street style, really open outside marketplaces. Speaking of which, it brings me to the next fact. The country in Asia with the highest obesity rate is Malaysia. We went into this cafe and I was like, oh, I just really need to drink something healthy because I've just been eating so much delicious but also probably not very good food. And then I was like, oh, I'll just have carrot juice. And my carrot juice came out and it was pink, and I went, oh, this must be some sort of new variation of carrot.
Yeah.
Started drinking it and it was so sweet and thick. It was basically like drinking condensed milk that was pink.
Oh.
So then I but I was like to my dad, I went, what's in this? And he goes, oh yeah, they definitely put exactly what I just said, condensed milk in your carrot juice. And I went, I don't want to drink this, like my teeth will fall out. I couldn't drink it. It was just too much. That was probably one of the reasons why they have the highest obesity rates in Asia, because they add condensed milk to their juices. When I lived in Hong Kong and I was flying back to Malaysia for only a weekend to visit my aunts, and we would they were like, okay, what do you want to do during this time here? And I was so stressed with my work as when I was a recruiter, and I just thought, I just want to chillax. Like I don't want to think about anything. My stomach is in bits. Like I just want to zen out. And my aunt was like, I know the perfect place for you. She was like, you need some acupuncture therapy to help with your stomach. And I went, oh great. So she drove me up to this ship that was docked in the bay, and I was like, oh, are we taking a trip somewhere? And she was like, no, just come on in, I want you to meet a friend. I was like, okay, cool. So this pastor comes out then. He was like, welcome Yvonne, my aunt. Welcome Yvonne, it's so nice to see you again. Oh, and this must be your niece. And I was like, hello. And he goes, I'm Pastor so-and-so, I can't remember his name now, it's been a couple of years. And he goes, so thank you so much for visiting us. Serena, I heard you've been having some, stomach problems. And I went, yeah. I'm feeling a bit stressed, so I just need to chill out. And he goes, great, no problem. So this is actually we're a missionary ship. So we sail all over Asia to provide free dental and medical healthcare to those who obviously can't afford it. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty interesting. So he led me into this kind of parlor, and there was a few nurses floating around, and they had the lie on beds. So he propped me up, he sat down, lay down, and he started to perform acupuncture therapy on me, and I couldn't tell if I was actually more nervous by this whole idea of being on a missionary ship and like a pastor, a Christian pastor,
Yeah.
sticking needles into me. And then on the next bed, there's this guy who's getting his tooth pulled out. Like, we're very like, you know, just saying hi to everything. After the acupuncture session, I don't know if I feel any better. So then he goes, oh, you're actually just in time for this sermon. He leads us into this.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Like, look at the time. Leads us into this kind of conference room where they had a huge projector screen, and he starts saying a couple of words, and then everyone starts singing along, and obviously I'm just there mouthing away because I have no idea what to sing along to. Then at the end of it, he took the microphone and he was like, guys, we have some very, very special guests here today, and my face just dropped. He's like, everyone here don't remember Yvonne. She was here, you know, a couple of months ago, where she recently got converted to our family. And I was like, oh my God. Like, just kind of trying to hold the panic and the shock inside. And then my aunt was like, yeah, thanks so much for having me, and like, I really enjoy my journey, and I just brought my niece along. This is Serena. And all eyes just like felt all of them like burning into me, and I was just like, hi everyone. And then the pastor goes, Serena, do you believe in Jesus? And I just kind of absolutely, I believe in Jesus, love Jesus. Like, I'd probably get like kicked off the boat if I said no. It was a very, very surreal time.
Did you ever like tell her like during the whole thing like what's going on?
Kind of. I was so, I don't know, maybe it's this Asian thing, but you just kind of never question your elders. You just kind of go along with it, like politely, like nod and smile, and then like try to greet everyone, address them by their proper titles and everything. But I never said like, what the fuck is this? I loved Malaysia, like, and the fact that there's just so much nature and greenery. It just really, I can see why some people want to like retire there, and because it's so cheap in comparison to a lot of other countries. It's so cheap. The weather there, it's like, you know, a nice 33, 35 degrees all year round, I think, but there's like massive typhoon seasons as well. And there's like plenty of swimming and fishing, and if you're into, you know, sailing, or those kind of the water themed sports. But I do notice that there is a lot of pollution over there. We'd usually, the last time we went there, we were like driving around the Kota Kinabalu mountain, and there's a few like stops along the way, and there's some vendors at the side, and they would sell these like massive durian. So they just like, you know, cut the durian. Durian is, the nickname is King of Fruits, and it's actually banned in a lot of countries because of the smell.
Yeah.
Have you had durian?
It's basically like jackfruit. No, because I don't like jackfruit at all. And so like durian is basically jackfruit on crack. I haven't actually eaten durian, but I'm pretty sure I would not like durian either. So
it has a really creamy consistency. Now, I love how durian tastes, but I know a lot of people, like, they just think it tastes like, or it smells like rotten human flesh.
I would say like it smells very caramelly with like a smelly foot undertone. Durian is like banned in a lot of hotel rooms as well. We went to Thailand once, like when we were living in Indonesia, we went to Thailand for a vacation. And that was actually the first time I encountered durians in the wild. And like the hotel rooms have like signs on their doors saying like, do not bring durians inside. Like they were bolted onto the doors.
The pollution in Malaysia is terrible. And after they cut open the durian, they just like discard the shells at the side of the road, and then people would like, you know, after they finish eating it, and then they like wipe their face with tissue, and then they just throw it onto a side spot there. So that's the only thing that oh wait, no, the driving there is crazy as well. I don't think I'd like to try. Malaysia for me is just filled with so many fond memories of food, of, you know, seeing monkeys, of swimming, even though I'm not really a good swimmer, and then just like seeing my family as well, because family's so important to us. And you know, my granddad has passed away. Like, we still keep in contact with, you know, my aunts and my cousins, and you know, the older family, like my granddad's sisters and his cousins. So it's just a very special place. And I suppose because I've never lived there, I've only associated it with, you know, holidays and memories like that. Food is definitely very good, I have to say that.
Yeah. What are your favorite dishes from there?
My favorite dishes, there's one called nasi lemak, which just translates to fatty rice. So it's usually served on a banana leaf, and you'd have like either beef or chicken curry, then you have like fried anchovies, then you have like a boiled egg, then you have fried peanuts, and then the rice part, I think it's cooked in coconut milk with pandan leaves and maybe garlic. I might be wrong about that, but it's so good. You can only have it for breakfast apparently. It's delicious. Yeah, nasi lemak.
If you enjoyed this video, please stay tuned for part 2 of our conversation, where I talk about what it was like living in Indonesia as a child. Thanks so much for watching, guys! Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos on us spilling the tea on everything about that PhD life, our Asian heritage, and reviewing plenty of Asian snacks. Until next time!